Hello everyone and welcome to the Parody Podcast hosted by me, Rachel, aka Barbie Evans. On today's show, we're going to talk about Barbie's careers. So let's get started. So, as we know, in 2019, Barbie celebrated her 60th birthday. I was in the press talking about having had a nose procedure, cosmetic surgery to start the process of correcting my broken nose, which was done by the bullies in high school. So, looking at Barbie, obviously she's a plastic doll, but what she represents with her message to be kind, to be independent, and to be self-fulfilled in your life, irrespective of gender. It's about being a person and to be the best version of yourself. So let's look at the facts. I have got my phone here. So in 2019, Barbie celebrated her 60th anniversary. Since 1959, the debut, Barbie has held over 200 jobs, including astronaut, equestrian, computer programmer, a Barbie fashionista, playing different roles, playing Hollywood characters from movies, which I covered in a previous episode. So we'll go into more detail about the careers that Barbie's had. But to start off, let's look at one of the most amazing careers that iconic Barbie has done. In 1965, Barbie became an astronaut 4 years before Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon. So again, Barbie's ahead of her time, and I love that. In the 1990s, she decided to run for president before any other woman had been on the ballot. So over the years, many editions of Barbie have been issued, collector's items, regular dolls, so many. I mean, that'll be another episode, by the way. But today, staying on the point of her careers, what we look at is the doll as she has evolved and made history to inspire young people or people of any age, any culture, any race, any religion, and any gender. She's continually inspiring people. Yes, I talk about Barbie as she's a real person because to me she is. As the human Barbie I bring to life, Barbie, the plastic iconic doll. So let's take a look. So in 2019, Barbie has celebrated her 60th anniversary. And I'm just looking at insider.com. It says, always a trailblazer, the classic doll has held over 200 careers since her 1959 debut, as Barbie co-founder Ruth Handler strove to inspire girls to pursue the jobs of their dreams. From running for president to landing on the moon, there are 25 of the top best Barbie jobs/careers throughout the years. Barbie has held many jobs throughout the early 1960s. The first was a fashion designer. Ooh, I love that. She was a real life Barbie fashionista. Ruth Handler first got the idea from Barbie when she observed her daughter playing with paper dolls. So she set out to create a 3D version. And in 1959, the first Barbie was created. And Ruth Handler named Barbie after her daughter, Barbara. Barbara Millicent Roberts is Barbie's full name. In 1961, Barbie put on her ballerina dancing shoes to become a ballerina. And looking at the picture of the doll here, Barbie has got dark hair. And it's interesting because I believe that all hair colours are representative of Barbie. She is inclusive, not just culturally, not just being inclusive on religion, languages, skin tones, body shapes, but also hair colour. And that's a big thing, you see, because people look at the classic Barbie with the bleach blonde hair and the fringe, but that's only one version of Barbie. So Ruth Handler said, my whole philosophy of Barbie was that through the doll, the little girl could be anything she wanted to be. Barbie always represented the fact that women have choices. Now, of course, I'm talking in 2021 and, women rule the world. We do. I said that with like humor, but we kind of do. But I do believe that Barbie now represents the non-gender specific character. We'll come to that later. So it's not about just women having choices in the career place, it's about equal pay, things like that. And in certain industries, women still don't have equal pay. I always strive to look at Barbie as a person rather than a gender. But in terms of pay, and you can even look at Hollywood actors and actresses, women in the entertainment world are catching up on the pay, but that's not what I'm talking about today. So Barbie, in that year when she was, I think, a ballerina, she also became a flight attendant. It says Barbie that year got the travel bug and became a flight attendant. That's so cute, and it's this one. So, and the Barbie website said, quote, recognizing a gap in the market which offered only baby dolls for girls to imagine themselves as caregivers, Ruth Handler invented the fashion doll category with a 3-dimensional doll that girls could use to imagine their future selves. Amazing, I love it. Let me just fix my eyelashes. Okay, Barbie became a registered nurse in the 1960s. Great picture there. So the doll as it was issued always came with accessories. And when she was a nurse, she came with a medical diploma, medicine, and a hot water bag. That's so cool. Then Barbie hopped onto the tennis court with Ken in 1961. It was Tennis Barbie. Again, I think the Barbie doll had dark hair for that one. And also it was this year that Ken Carson, the Ken doll, was introduced in 1961. Because remember, Ken came after Barbie. Barbie is an independent career woman, self-fulfilled, self-reliant, giving kindness and inspiration around the world. But Ken is and was originally, and I think he still is, an accessory to Barbie's lifestyle. We'll come to that because it's quite a debatable topic. In 1963, Barbie donned a classic career girl ensemble, and it was really cute, really nice. Ever the classy girl, Barbie's looks, especially the more formal ones in the 1960s, featured accessories like hats and gloves, and it was also very proper. This is from insider.com. And then Barbie in 1963 graduated in college. Barbie was ahead of her time, again in 1963, as a female college graduate, because back then it says that it wasn't very prevalent in the early 1960s to have a female college graduate. Wow, I didn't know that. That's powerful. It says that even in 1967, 47.2% of female high school graduates were attending college. Really, that's amazing. In 1965, Barbie became an astronaut 4 years before Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. And it says not only did Barbie venture into the new frontier way before Neil Armstrong did, but she did before other women. Again, Barbie is a female leader. Because it says NASA didn't hire the first crop of female astronauts until 1978. Wow, it's fascinating. In 1973, Barbie became a surgeon. Oh, that's so cute with her surgeon outfit on. And again, it was a time when women were starting to apply to become, in medical school, a qualified surgeon. And this again was taken on the Barbie website, this information. Barbie started smiling for the camera with her head held back in 1977, working as a fashion model. There we go. Yay. Love it. So again, I love the 70s Barbie because she really started coming alive with the blonde hair and, caramel blonde hair even, not just the bleach blonde hair. But she was really, really fun. And the smile and the face obviously started changing them. Barbie's job versatility presented many options for young girls, showing them that they had the freedom to choose between being a surgeon and a fashion model and everything else in between. I love that. You know something? I've had so many careers in my life. I'll talk about that before the end. and being a model is one of them. Being a real-life Barbie fashionista working in the fashion industry with luxury fashion pieces, selling to high net worth individuals, HNWs, wealthy elite clients, from everything to underwear to shoes, clothes, handbags, wedding dresses, couture gowns, you name it, I've sold it. Yeah, that's always been, as an entertainer, my backup career, because I've got two careers, I always have. Anyway, so let's get back to Barbie. Barbie got into fitness in the 1980s and became an aerobics instructor. That's crazy. I love that. I love that. It's so fun. And she says 5, 6, 7, 8. Barbie was rocked big in the 1980s and became a rock star in 1986. Love that one. Yes. Oh, I love it. And it says on this website, insider.com, I wonder what her hit song was. Maybe it was I'm a Barbie Girl before Aqua did it, who knows. In 1991, Barbie went back up in the air, but this time as an Air Force pilot. Oh, I love it. I love it. She's got like the Marilyn Monroe hair there as well. And 2 years later, in 1993, Jeannie Leavitt became the United States Air Force first female fighter pilot. Sorry, guys, I haven't got my glasses on. I need my glasses and I forgot. And it says in 1994, Barbie went in another direction, venturing into the deep seas as a scuba diver. Love it. And it says, you know what they say, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. What? Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Okay, moving on. Okay, I kind of get the joke, but sounds a little bit. Okay. In 1996, Barbie displayed her love of animals and became a vet. Love it. She became a dentist in 1997, and her humanitarian instincts have really shone through in her various medical occupations throughout the years. And then she became a baseball Barbie in 1998. And after that, the movie A League of Their Own came out, which was 1992. You know, and it says, you know, again, she's leading the way. Barbie leads the way. In that same year, in 1998, Barbie became a NASCAR tracks athlete. Oh, that's so cool. Again, it says she always seems to be leading the pack, even on the race car track. In 1999, Barbie was a career woman, again, rocking a briefcase and a cell phone. Guys, I should have got my glasses, but hey ho, I kind of want to show off my lashes today because these are new. So there she is. It's not meant to be perfect, guys. I'm just going to keep rolling. I've got my fake tan underneath this and I'm sitting here a little bit wet, but I've done my hair and makeup, darlings. Cell phones, mobile phones as we call it in the UK, were all the rage in the late 1990s. Yeah, remember we used to have bricks, literally, and think we were so cool. And it says the popularity skyrocketed from there. Naturally, Barbie needed a mobile phone for her business endeavors. In 2004, Barbie ran for president, and yes, she looked phenomenal. But, you know, as a presidential candidate, she had dark hair and like tan. It was lovely. Red suit, briefcase, love it. You know what I love is that Barbie does not just have the blonde hair, she can have any hair colour. Barbie's first presidential bid occurred in the 90s per Barbie Media, which was before any female candidate ever actually made it in real time to, you know, run for presidency, as they call it. There wasn't a female then running in the presidential ballot. In 2005, Barbie became an entertainer. She competed in American Idol in 2005, keeping up with the latest pop culture. Barbie took a shot at iconic singing competition 3 years after it premiered. Okay, so that she was inspired by this whole American Idol. And then she became a computer engineer in 2010. It says, with only 24% of today's STEM careers held by women, Barbie has tackled gigs in computer engineering and video game developing. Cool, and she's got the glasses on. In 2016, Barbie ran for president with a running mate. There's powers in numbers. Barbie and her squad became robotic engineers in 2018. And one of the other career paths that Barbie had was working for National Geographic. She continues to expand her careers and her career perspective, it says, travelling the globe, reporting for National Geographic. Go girl, love that. And so the list continues, and I'm going to stop it right here. We'll pick up from 2016 later. Well, actually on 2018. And yeah, it says that Barbie as a scientist was to encourage girls to pursue STEM, S-T-E-M. Interesting, I love it. My favourite, I think, career for Barbie is the pop star for the minute, I think. The presidential candidate, yeah. But as an entertainer, I love the fact that Barbie played that role as an entertainer. So cool. Anyway, guys, it's time to break there. And we'll come back in the next episode and look in more detail at Barbie and her careers. Thanks for listening, guys.